So no countdown? What we do? What's good? What's good? What's good, baby? Welcome to another episode 140, in fact, of the Nothing But Sports Show. Of course, I'm one of your panel members. I'm one of the hosts, Trex, the Sports Junkie. I got my brother, even though he's playing right now, not even giving us a countdown. Keo, man,
I thought I did the countdown, man. I thought I did the countdown. I don't know. Yeah, I thought there was a countdown.
I seen the countdown.
Oh, maybe mine was probably bugging.
Yeah, I seen it.
What's up, Keo?
Yo, what's good, man? Nbs Trend Central and the Nbs Show Ep.140. 140. Damn, we about to hit 150 soon. So I'm looking forward to this, man. Huge milestone, 150. Make sure you go subscribe to the channel, by the way. But
thanks. Of course, we got the homie from LA in the building. He was kind of getting at me because I was talking about his mans in the back. But we got Bumpy in the building. I'm not a Laker fan. I'm not impressed.
Shout out to Kobe. Rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? 8 and 24, both retired. But anyway, shout out to X. Subscribe to X if you want to hear, you know what I'm saying, what he got to say about certain things. You might like it. You might not, though. You might not. Shout out to Keo. Dog in the building. Half Saint, half Cowboy. We don't know what's going on. Let's get to it.
Hey, he's a Saints fan. He don't want to say it, but we understand.
yeah, New Orleans is my second home, by the way.
Facts.
I mean,
That don't mean you gotta claim the team. That don't mean you gotta claim the team.
You know, no, but you know, I'm not gonna trade shots with you right now. But I gotta give you your shout out with a successful battle on the spaces. So shout out to you, man. It was definitely a good look for you. And then shout out to you also, man. Bumpy's been holding it down for the MBS team, doing media coverage to Live and Die in LA. And also yesterday at the GTX press conference, man. So shout out to Bumpy's putting a lot of
MBS. We all won, baby. That's a shout out to us. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
One band, one sound.
There we go.
All right, man. With that being said, man, let's talk some sports right now, man. And our first topic for tonight, man, we're gonna be talking about the NBA playoffs. We're gonna making some predictions really quick, but the two teams that got eliminated was the Phoenix Suns and the Milwaukee Bucks, man. So with that being said, which of these teams took the biggest hit from losing in this from getting eliminated in the playoffs?
You go first.
I don't mind going first on this.
Okay.
Because, you know, I mean, to me, it's not that really hard of a decision.
Exactly.
The Milwaukee Bucks took the hardest hit, man.
Wow.
They the champions, man. What's going on over there? Look, the Milwaukee Bucks, they played well, but they weren't the Milwaukee Bucks from last year, and I didn't really see that glimpse too much these playoffs personally. I seen flashes of it, but it wasn't consistent, in my opinion. So I wasn't really big and sold on the Milwaukee Bucks this year, regardless, just because of how they were playing going into the postseason. The Phoenix Suns, I feel like they weren't the Phoenix Suns of last year. They weren't the same team. So I didn't expect the same results from them as I got last year because they weren't playing the same anyway. But the Bucks were the champs who we expected to do more, and they didn't do that. So I think they took the biggest hit, and they also lost to a team I feel like they shouldn't have lost to. Like, they're better than that team, but they didn't play like it. The other team played more. They had more heart. They had all the hustle plays. They got the loose balls, everything. So I feel like they got out-hustled. And I don't know if it was last year's win, they chilling, injuries, whatever, but they weren't on the same page as last year, in my opinion. So I got Milwaukee taking the biggest hit out of those two teams.
Wow. Okay, so Keo, I'm gonna let you break the time because I'm definitely going with the Suns. For a lot of reasons. Okay. First of all, the Bucks was without Chris Middleton, their other all-star. and they went 7 with a lot of people's champion in their mind. A lot of people picking Boston to win the championship. I'm not saying I picked Milwaukee to beat them, but I was wrong about that. Second reason, Milwaukee was 51-31 this regular season. The Suns was 64-18, clearly the best team all regular season. But here's where I look at it, I say to myself, the biggest hit. Next year, Milwaukee's going to be healthy. They're going to have Chris Middleton. They're going to have another run, and they're going to have a great chance of winning the championship. When I look at the Suns, this was their opportunity to take it and say, you know what? We have home court throughout the playoffs. No matter who we play, it goes through Phoenix. It goes through Phoenix. If it gets to Game 7, it got to be on Phoenix's court. But now that opportunity slipped by him. Chris Paul's not getting any younger. He's 37. He's 37. So can you win a championship with him being 38?
Can I ask you a question, X?
What's up?
This year, watching Phoenix with that great record.
No, I agree.
No, I get what you're saying. And last year, the way they played, even though they had a great record this year, they still didn't look like last year's Phoenix to me.
I agree.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is the reason why I'm saying to me they take a bigger hit was this was the opportunity to win a championship. I think that's kind of out the window now. You think about
Hey, wait, you gave them more of an opportunity this year than last year?
No, this year moving forward.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah, so moving forward, you look at it, if Milwaukee wins the championship next year, nobody's really tripping over this year. But the Suns gave away a golden opportunity with being the number 1 seed. And then on top of that, Chris Paul being old, DeAndre Ayton's a free agent. Somebody's going to offer him that max deal. So either they're going to have to match it or he walks. So you're talking about losing a guy that was the number one overall pick just a few years back. And it's one of your big 3. So to me, Phoenix, you dropped the ball. And not only that, let's put it out there. Luka Doncic is not going nowhere. And he just beat you in a 7-game series when you had home court. The Denver Nuggets, they're going to get Murray back. Jokic is only 27. He's just the MVP. They're going to be better. You look at a team like Memphis. They're on the rise. They're not going nowhere. Minnesota even. And then you think about Kawhi Leonard coming back next year. The Los Angeles Lakers are not going to just stand there and be like, you know what? We're just going to be bad next year. No, they're not doing that. It's the Lakers. So I look at all those things and I said to myself, the Suns blew a golden opportunity to win a championship. And I think that window is closed shut.
Hey, I don't think this was their golden opportunity because Golden State already looked better than them as far as a championship team. Boston looked better than them. I never had them in the runnings to win this year anyway. I feel like last year was their time. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think in the next, and I could be wrong, but in the next 3 years, do you think that the Phoenix Suns will be a number 1 seed throughout the playoffs?
In the next 3 years?
Yeah.
No, because everybody got better and they messed up.
I agree. And that's why I think, but if you say Milwaukee will be a number 1 seed throughout the playoffs next year and the next 3, it could be because they have Giannis.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying on what I'm looking at, no Middleton, you went 7. You got beaten Game 7, but you didn't get annihilated. I mean, they got beat by double digits, but golly, what happened to Phoenix was horrible.
Yeah.
I mean, it was bad. So I'm just saying, I think Phoenix, for me, it was all bad. I said it hurts them more to get, what happened as far as them losing.
Yeah, man. I think Phoenix did take the biggest hit in this with Chris Paul aging. I think he was the story behind everything. You looked at what he did compared to his first 4 games in the postseason to the last 5. First 4 he had first 8 he was 22-6, 9 assists a game, turnover ratio at 1.6. Then you go at in this series, man, he averaged 9 points a game, 5 assists, and a 3.6 turnover ratio. Like, damn, that was not good for Chris Paul. I don't know what happened.
What did y'all expect? He averaged 8 points damn near in his goddamn career. I don't want to hear that shit.
So But this is not the Chris Paul we're used to seeing, man. He signed a huge contract. You're supposed to deliver in these type of moments in the playoffs. And going into this round of the playoffs, everybody was talking about Golden State and Phoenix the entire time in the conference finals. Nobody was giving Dallas a chance at all. And then when you get blown out in game 7, the way you get blown out and you have no type of answer for Luca, and I don't think Luca is at 100%. We wasn't sure if Luca was gonna be in the playoffs like this and be performing like this. And the way he performed like this and took down Phoenix was huge, man. I think the age that he's reaching, and then you also have Devin Booker with in trade rumors also, and DeAndre Ayton possibly wants some big money, and he was supposed to give it this last off season. He's probably gonna get it. Somebody might offer him. Somebody might be desperate. So I think the window is definitely closing. When you got teams like the Minnesota Timberwolves who's climbing, you got the Golden State Warriors. Just wait until James Wiseman and them boys come back. Obviously with the LA Clippers when they're healthy with Kawhi and Paul George, and who knows what the Los Angeles Lakers could possibly do also, because I'm definitely not ruling them out because, you know, front office, they make some surprises at time, and what LeBron wants, LeBron gets. So we may see a couple things in the West, but as far as the East goes, I don't see any. I don't see the competition is not that competitive in the East. You could make an argument for Boston, Miami, but you could say, what if Chris Middleton did actually was in this series, man? I think the outcome could be completely different, man. But I think the Bucks will still definitely be there. They're still a young team. They're not aging, and they still got their core of players still there. But as far as Phoenix, I think it definitely hurts them, and I think they took the biggest hit between the two teams. But Q, what team took the biggest hit between the Suns and the Bucks?
Clearly the Suns. I mean, because their window's
It was
closed.
not clear.
Their window is closed. It is closed. CP3, you know what I'm saying? His age shows. It's like soon as he turned 37, he started playing 37. I'm 37, you know what I'm saying? So I can't even do that. But like, you know what I'm saying? Chris Paul, I mean, this a legacy hit for him. You know what I'm saying? We're not even talking about that, but I'm not going to the extent that bruh from the Timberwolves did, but you know what I'm saying? He it's just like, you know what I'm saying? He didn't do it in this series, you know what I'm saying? He was up 2-0, again. You know what I'm saying? He up 2-0 again, and somebody come back and win the series. That's crazy. And me and X called us. I ain't gonna do that. Me and X called us. You remember we did that. We said Dallas could upset, you know what I'm saying? And that happened, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Suns took the biggest hit because their window's closed. I don't know what's gonna happen at point guard for them, you know what I'm saying? A 38-year-old Chris Paul is not gonna be better than a 37-year-old Chris Paul. So like we just gotta face it. Their windows is closed.
That window was never open. They had a crack last year. A little bit of air got in. Everybody got happy because a little bit of crack came in. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of crack and air came through. That was all it was. They weren't never that team. They were never that good to beat. But go ahead, do your thing. I'm just letting y'all know.
You got that. You got that. You got that.
I appreciate the compliment, but I'm gonna do you like Luca did Chris Paul and the Suns. Woo!
Okay, let's move on over to our next topic, and we're going to be talking about the conference finals. We're going to be making some predictions for it. So let's start off with the Western Conference, the Golden State Warriors versus the Dallas Mavericks.
What y'all got?
I mean, personally, my picks are kind of going how they're going because I felt like at the beginning I picked Boston and Golden State to go to the finals. I felt like Boston was the best defensive team on the East. And they showed that in the first round to me versus Brooklyn. They were like, they locked down, they did what they were supposed to do. So I had Boston already I picked them to go to the finals. And to me, it's kind of looking pretty good with that pick so far. Golden State, to me, is the best explosive offensive team in the NBA. They can go off of as many points as they want anytime. If they get on, it's just nobody that can really beat them. So I kind of feel like it's kind of going the way it's supposed to. On the East, I like Boston, man. I like them to beat Miami because of the wars they've been in. And they also have a reason to be mad at Miami because Miami knocked them out, you know what I'm saying, a couple of years ago in that series. And now Boston is the more polished team, I feel like, right now defensively. And I feel like they can get their get back through Miami. I think they got Jason Tatum against Jimmy Butler, and I think Jason Tatum is playing a little bit better than Jimmy, just a little bit, not a lot, because Jimmy is playing well, but just a little bit. So I think right now, Boston is doing what they're supposed to do, and I got them beating Miami, and I really don't know if Luka by himself is going to be enough for Golden State personally. They have action, but I would not put my money on Luka to beat Golden State in a conference final. So I think right now I got Boston Golden State going, and I think it's looking pretty good so far.
Yeah, I agree with him. You think to yourself, the Celtics went through KD and Kyrie, swept them, then played the defending champs in Giannis. Yes, no Chris Middleton, but we're not going to sit here and act like Giannis didn't play, and that team is still not a good team even without Chris Middleton. They beat them in 7, and now Jimmy Butler's up, and I just think that despite Jimmy being a really good player, great player, he's not Giannis, he's not KD. We're not gonna do that. He's not them two, and I feel like if they didn't stop Giannis, but they held them in check enough to win the series, and I think they'll do the same thing with Jimmy Butler. Tyler Hero is the X factor. If he comes through and plays like he's capable, then they can win it. But what we've seen from him as of late, I can't trust it. So I'm going with Boston in 6, and I think that the Warriors, man, everything Bumpy said, they just so dynamic offensively. They can take you out of the game within 1 quarter just by their shot-making ability, man. So I'm going with the Warriors versus the Celtics. Gonna be a good NBA Finals.
Yeah, I gotta disagree. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I'm going with the Celtics. I feel like the Celtics can take out the Heat. But I'm going with Dallas, man. I'm gonna keep the Luka train going, bro. Like, I think Luka can do it, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't think, you know what I'm saying, the Warriors lost, like, they was down by 50-something points to a team that didn't have their best player. You know what I'm saying? You gotta look at stuff like that. Like, little telltale signs will show you that they can be beat. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like Luka might be the best player in the series, like the best overall player
in the series.
In that series, he's the best overall player.
Oh,
what?
Best overall player.
I can't wait to watch this series. Now, me and you gonna talk.
Triple double waiting to happen. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like Luka can take over the series. I feel like the Warriors defense not like that. You know what I'm saying? You can score on them. You know what I'm saying? Luka can score with the best of them. Who gonna guard Luka? Who's gonna guard him? Wiggins.
That's a great question. Who you
Wiggins? Wiggins gonna guard him. Wiggins gonna guard if Wiggins gonna guard him. Wiggins.
I'm not worried about who guard him. The rest of his team got to step up. I'm
That's
not worried
fact.
about Luka.
Who gonna guard
do what he do. I'm worried about the rest of his team. I don't feel like they're consistent enough to hang with Golden State.
Steph Curry gonna be on Brunson. Brunson gonna average 25. Steph cannot guard Brunson.
Oh, dirty.
Hey,
gonna do
did
that.
y'all see the press cut? Did y'all see the talk last night? Steph conference, Steph's a two-way player.
Cannot
now.
guard
What?
Brunson.
They just talked about it. Two-way player, baby.
Two-way shit. That nigga can't, man. He cannot guard Brunson. Brunson gonna take him to the bucket easily, like, you know, easily take him off the dribble. All right, so he doing that. Luka man, Finney Smith, he over there in the corner. You know, he might hit 5 threes a game one time.
He
Like,
might.
if that happened, that's crazy. They're gonna blow them out. If Finney Smith hit 5 threes, fucking Dallas is fucking gonna win.
You can't depend on that though.
It's gonna
that's
easy.
if.
But
Mike,
you think the
Keyword,
Warriors
Mike.
gonna go cold like the Suns did?
what happened?
You think the Warriors offense is gonna go cold like the Suns did?
not
Look,
happening.
that's what I'm saying, yo. Like y'all acting
In
like
the third round.
I feel like the Suns defense better than the Warriors.
When
Warriors-
was that? When?
Yeah.
Tell me
Man.
when. Not in the playoffs.
I feel like hey, they had a defensive player candidate. They got Mikal Bridges. He supposed to lock somebody down. You know what I'm saying? What's up?
You said supposed to. You know why? Because he was a candidate and not him.
He was a candidate. But
That's
look,
not enough.
hey, Golden State don't even got that. But go ahead, Keo. You ready to go. I feel like you ready to go, Keo.
Oh my God. You guys know how to ruin a good topic, man. I specifically said the predictions for the Western Conference Finals, and then you guys want to go to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Hey, I will follow
Basically, the plan was we were supposed to make predictions for the Western Conference Finals. Then once we all do that, we go to the Eastern Conference Final. Well,
hey, the foot is sweet though. What we just did, that's it.
anyways, man. Well, I guess these three ruined it. I'll go the way it should have been, the way I had it. When the topics went. So as far as the Western Conference goes, I clearly have the Golden State Warriors. You know, if they're putting all expecting Luca to deliver everything for you, he can't do it. The basketball is not an individual sport; it's a team sport, and obviously, the Dallas Mavericks never been in a situation like this close to the NBA Finals with these core players. What you're gonna have? What Reggie Bullock? You're gonna depend on Reggie Bullock. You're gonna depend on Dorian Finney-Smith.
Wow.
Dwight Powell,
really
are you kidding me right now?
Brunson.
Stop
We're
it.
gonna depend on
Jalen
Brunson.
Brunson. But guess what, man? This is a deadly offensive team that they have from Klay Thompson to Steph Curry. You got Jordan Poole coming off the bench, Wiggins, Draymond Green. So they could beat you in different ways, man. They're gonna have to. I think they're gonna play catch up with the Golden State Warriors in this series, man. And I think they're just gonna depend on Luka Doncic to make this happen. And I don't think that should be the case. Um, like um, like Bumpy Bar said, I think you gotta have those core players from the Dallas Mavericks step up. If they don't step up, it's gonna be a very, very long series for the Dallas Mavericks. Nobody expected the Dallas Mavericks to be here right now. We expected the Golden State Warriors to be here. I'm sorry, man. This just might end up in 5 games. I won't be surprised if they get swept. I got
Wow. Talk dirty. Let's go. baby.
now, as far as the Eastern Conference Finals goes, this is where we're supposed to go next. By the way, um, the Boston Celtics and the Miami Heat. I think the Boston Celtics, I like what they have right now, man. They've gone through a gauntlet. They went through the Brooklyn Nets. Nobody expected the Celtics to sweep the Nets with when you got KD on your team and Kyrie Irving. Nobody expected that. People expected the Brooklyn Nets to win this series. I know some people, those people out there did have Boston winning. This team is a very complete team, man. With Boston, with Jason Tatum, man, I think he's good. He's gonna be that next star that people look up to, and I think he's gonna be one of the guys that's gonna be the faces of the league. Um, And Jason Tatum has stepped up every single series. And then you go against the Bucks, the defending champions. I didn't think the Boston Celtics was going to win this series. I'll be completely honest with you. Without Chris Middleton, I still thought Milwaukee still have a good enough team to be able to beat the Boston Celtics, but that wasn't the case at all. They had a lot of players step up, from Pritchard to Jason Tatum to Horford, Marcus Smart. That's a deep team, man. And with that being said, man, I think I like the inside and outside game of Miami with Bam Adebayo, Jimmy Butler, and the shooters, guys like Tyler Hero and them. But I just don't think that's gonna be enough, man. And I got the Boston Celtics in this game, in this series. I think it could go 7 games, but I'm gonna say 6. I'm gonna say the series ends at 6, and I got Boston.
Okay. So everybody got the Celtics, and everybody got the Warriors, but Q.
Yeah. Hey, I smoked y'all on there. I had points.
Oh.
I had some great points. Y'all crazy.
Q.
You didn't smoke me.
Q, stop, man.
Great. Brunson.
Q, stop.
I'm
Brunson
not a
go
fact.
smoke. Brunson might average a double-double.
You said 25. I wrote it down.
Yeah. Brunson 25. He gonna average that. Steph can't guard him.
For you,
smoking mid, Q. You smoking mid right now. That's mid. That's not fire.
For
I'm
you,
smoking the greatest.
no,
That
for
shit
you,
is mid, dog. You can't talking mid. You gotta talk fire. Kush.
Nah.
You know?
for you. So for you to put Jalen Brunson and Steph Curry in the same vicinity is blasphemous. That's like when
I'm
Lonzo
talking
Ball,
about defense, though. I'm not talking about.
who has shut Steph Curry down though, man.
I'm not
Like,
saying he gonna shut Steph down, but Steph, he been like just riding the coattails of other niggas on the like. Hey, Steph ain't took over no game. He ain't took over
really?
no game.
Oh wow!
Hey,
Wow,
Steph ain't
really?
took over no game. He ain't took over no game this whole playoff. Hey, when have we talked about Steph?
He hasn't had to take over.
Hey, we talk about Clay. We talk about Poole. We talk about people. We don't talk about
Steph. But the thing is, though, Steph Curry don't need to, man, because that team is so deep. Anybody could take over that game. That's the difference. With the Dallas Mavericks, Luka's gonna take over that game because that's all they have. Luka's gonna take over that game because that's what the Dallas Mavericks have. We never talked about Jalen Brunson's gonna take over the game.
And I don't like none of the teams we talking about. I don't like none of them.
And we never ever talked about Jalen Brunson's defensive presence, even during his time in Villanova. Come on, man.
Brunson gonna ball, man. Watch this. That's crazy. I can't wait the next week's show.
All right, I'll be watching.
Crazy. It's gonna be a crazy one.
All right. Okay. All right, Briz. All right. With that being said, let's move on over to our very next topic for tonight, man. And we're gonna be talking about the New Orleans Saints. Drew Brees is in the news.
Why are we talking about them?
Hold on, man.
It's a horrible topic.
They didn't even make the playoffs.
Hold on. I'm mediating these topics right now. Hold on. Let me go. Like I said, the New Orleans Saints are in the news. So it looks like Drew Brees' contract is gonna be expiring soon as far as his NBC deal goes, and rumors are going around that the Saints could possibly be bringing back Drew Brees. So
we don't know, X. We don't know.
So with that being said, should the Saints bring back Drew Brees?
No. No. Please don't. Let him stay retired. It's over. Relax. Saints fans, move on. Please. Okay. Please. That's like telling us to bring back somebody we don't want. It's not time. He's not one of those. But I like Drew Brees. No disrespect to him. But don't bring him back. Just keep going. Move on, New Orleans. Move on. The tide has been marching in. It's over. All right. Let him go. Let the Cowboys go ahead and pick up Sean Payton, and y'all go ahead and move on.
Yeah.
Wow. That's what we doing, bro.
Yeah, I said it.
Let's go. Let's go.
I
Hey, he a
said it.
Cowboys fan. That's crazy.
All right.
Yeah,
I
is that a
actually agree
problem?
with Bumpy on that first part. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. At the end of the day, I know a lot of people don't like Jameis Winston. I get it. He had the 30 interceptions just a few years back with the Buccaneers. But at the end of the day, we can sit here and argue. I'm gonna give y'all the facts. Y'all can sit here and get mad. Y'all can laugh. You can do what y'all want. Last year, Jameis Winston, before the injury, 14 touchdowns passing, 3 interceptions, a QBR of 102.8.
500 yards passing.
You know who our receivers were? It wasn't Michael Thomas. It wasn't Jarvis Landry. And it wasn't my young bull. So what I'm trying to tell y'all is Olave, for anybody that didn't know what I know when I say young bull. At the end of the day, you got 3 way better wide receivers with Jameis Winston, who threw 14 touchdowns and only 3 interceptions and a quarterback rating of 102.8. I'm just here to tell y'all, man, he got the arm that can stretch the field to Olave. He got them 2 receivers that can get, they're physical, they're strong in Landry and Thomas. Hey, and then you got Kamara coming out the backfield. Drew Brees, look, I love you. I appreciate what you did for the city. I appreciate what you did for the state. But you need to stay retired, call games, do whatever you got to do. Go help Sean Payton in Dallas because we know he's going to Dallas. I'm not a fool. I understand.
Come on, baby.
But we're going to roll with Jameis Winston. We're going to roll with Jameis, the former #1 overall pick, the former college football champion, the former Heisman Trophy winner. Let's go, Jameis. Let's go.
Yeah, you wild. See that? Hey, I was just about to mention that, but I don't even gotta mention that you did that. But look, hey, neither of these guys is it. You know what I'm saying? You was hyping Jameis, man. He's not it. Hey, and definitely Drew Brees not it. I'll take Jameis over Drew Brees. Drew Brees not it. He couldn't. I mean, unless they're gonna throw screen passes every fucking time they pass that bitch. That's the only way Drew Brees can play. He can't throw. He can't throw it more than 25 yards. Not with no velocity. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want him to play. You know what I'm saying? So like, no. Hey, Drew Brees. Hey,
that's a fact.
Hey, well, one of them 3 losses, that's because you play us.
No.
You played it.
That's 14 touchdowns, 3 interceptions.
Now, hey, bro, he had like 1,000-yard pass. He didn't have a lot of yards, bro.
1,100 yards. You didn't play a lot. I think he only played.
How many games he played? He didn't have. Hey, he won't lighten it up. X. Don't do that. He won't lighten it up, bro. Nah, you acting like Jameis was lighting it up. No, he won't lighten it up.
102.8 QBR. I'm just saying.
What was his yardage? What was his
1,170 yards? I understand.
I'm saying what was his yardage per game? I want
to
see
it
per
that.
game.
Don't do that,
that shit. I know it's not out the hundreds. I know it's not
out the hundreds. Don't do that.
Nah.
Cute.
Hey, look it up. I'm gonna look it up. Like
what
I'm saying. Go ahead.
Talk,
hey, I'm talking. But look. We're not gonna act like Jameis gonna do it neither. You know what I'm saying? Jameis nor Drew Brees. You know what I'm saying? Y'all might should have drafted Malik Willis. He went to the 3rd round, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but hey, you know what I'm saying? That's your team. You know what I'm saying? We play y'all.
It's Keo's team.
We're gonna smoke it. That's Keo's team. That's wild. That's wild.
Let's go, Keo, man. They disrespectful.
I'm looking that shit up. His yards per game.
I definitely don't think they should bring back Drew Brees. Number one, Sean Payton's not there. I think one of the reasons why Brees looks so good. Sean Payton, man. Sean Payton was a huge part of it. And then you're dealing with a new play caller, a new offensive coordinator. Obviously, you're gonna have some of the same personnel there, from offensive linemen to the weapons that you have. But I don't think it should be, because the complaints from the last 2 seasons when Drew Brees was there about his arm, it's not the same Drew Brees. The velocity in his throws, short immediate plays, or as far as throws goes. So I don't think they should bring him back. I think let Drew Brees be Drew Brees where he's at right now. And I think he's still a legend and still one of the greatest Saints players of all time. But I do feel like, they should give Jameis Winston another shot coming off a major injury. He did go 5-2, and did decent before he went down with that major injury. And obviously they had lost. The Saints went through a lot of injuries last season, man.
Facts.
They're one of the, I think it was the Saints and the Dallas Cowboys, where the two teams had like multiple major injuries throughout the season, man. And through COVID issues and injuries themselves. So um and obviously, like I said, Jameis Winston went out with an injury. Also, you didn't have no Michael Thomas. You didn't have no receivers out there. This year shouldn't be no type of excuse at all, because Michael Thomas should be healthy unless he makes some type of excuse again. You get Alvin Kamara, that's healthy. You got Chris Olave. You signed Jarvis Landry. Your defense is still, the top of the game when they perform at a high level. So I think, I think this team is fine where they're at, and they should stay away from Drew Brees, man.
Yeah,
So, agree.
hey, that shit not out the hundreds. It's 167 a game. So
Man,
he wasn't lighting shit
bro,
up. He won't light nothing up.
14-3, coming from the guys of Jimmy Garoppolo.
Hey, but he didn't throw it that much.
Oh.
Trey Lance, it's Trey area now. Don't do that.
Here we go.
All right, let's
Throw
move
the
on
5
over.
up.
Let's move on over to our next topic, man. The NFL schedule, man. What do you like about the the new NFL schedule that's came out, and what do you don't like about it?
I mean, to me, it's not a whole lot, man. I'm not really, as I'm watching it, like, I look through the Cowboys schedule. That's the first thing I always look at, first of all. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to look at my team schedule. You know what I'm saying? Then I look through the rest of it. It's not nothing out of the ordinary. I see it's a lot of tougher games at the beginning of the year for a lot of teams. They got a lot of tougher games starting off. I would think the only cons I would get out of this would be like injuries for a longer season. I don't see a lot of, negatives for the schedule like that. It's a pretty even schedule, pretty solid schedule. The pros are, I think out of 17 games, I still don't think it's going to be like a big difference in the 16. I think a lot of people are going to sit there, people the way they usually do, depending on how their season's going. And I don't see a lot of different changes going on as far as the season because of the 17-game add-on or because of what the schedule is. As far as my Cowboys, we're going to figure out what we got going on the first 6 games. We're going to know where we're going. That's for sure. You know what I'm saying? We're going to know where our head team is headed. You know what I'm saying? It seems like a few of the major teams are going to know how their team is moving in like the first 6 games, man. Like a lot of us, the Bucks, the Bengals, like a lot of teams, the team you can see in the first 6 games, they got like tough matchups. So I would think just injuries, man. Injuries is going to be a big con for this. And the pros, I just don't really see a whole lot of major, just pluses because of the season schedule. So it's pretty cool, though.
Well, let's start with your Cowboys. They're going to start off 0-2. They're going to lose to the Bucks and the Bengals. That's first and foremost.
Both of them?
They're going to lose to both of them, start off 0-2.
We almost beat the Bucks last year. What are you talking about? We barely
lose
this
beat year. They're going to lose this year. All right. Week 1, I'm loving the Bills versus Rams matchup. Right now, if I had to say that would be my Super Bowl preview. I think the Buffalo's going to win the Super Bowl this year. I've been on record saying that numerous times. So I like that week 1. Of course, me being a Saints fan, I want to see the Bengals. Joe Burrow come to New Orleans, play the Saints in week 6. That's a good one. Bengals-Bills in week 17. That's going to be a big matchup. It's at Buffalo. Then you got Rams-Bucks in week 8. That's going to be good. Chiefs-Bucks is good. And one more thing before I get off of here, the Niners will not make the playoffs. There y'all go.
Man, hey, chill out, bro. You ain't have to hate. You ain't have to hate at the end, bro. Like that's crazy.
Hey, Matthew Stafford. Woo!
Hey, why we ain't gonna make the playoffs, man? Come on, man.
Y'all are not that good.
Come on, at NFC Championship. NFC
Debo.
Championship, we not that good.
If y'all lose Debo Samuel.
X, you're clearly hating. You're clearly hating. You're clearly hating. We're not gonna do that. Like, let me say what I gotta say. Niners, you know what I'm saying? Hey, first 6 games, we're going 4-2. I'm gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? We're going 4-2. The Saints, we play y'all. Hey, that's a win. You know what I'm saying? Whenever we play y'all, we playing Jameis. You know what I'm saying? I know he gonna have 167 yards passing, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cut it out. Like, I can't wait to play y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all have a weak schedule the first 6 games. That's you might be right.
Hey, we got the 4th most difficult schedule. I looked that shit up. You know,
you don't count 4.
We got the 4th. We got the 4th.
1, 2, and 3. You don't count 4.
Hey, we was in the final 4.
Hold up.
We was in the final 4.
Are you kidding me?
The 4th.
We got the 4th.
Yeah. Y'all got the Broncos week 3.
Yeah,
teams that didn't make the playoffs. Then y'all got the Rams.
Nah, but look, Broncos and Kings. All right.
Y'all got the Falcons.
Yeah.
That's easy.
That's why I said 4-2.
Y'all gonna start now. The back end. That's tough.
It's crazy. That's what I'm saying. That we got the 4th most difficult schedule. We ain't gonna do that.
But you know, 49, I said the top teams start off hard this year. I said the top teams, not
49ers.
Frisco.
We beat y'all. We beat the Dallas Cowboys in the playoffs.
That's because we got a whack ass coach.
Cut it out. And y'all still got him. Got him.
I hate it.
So why you got hope? You act like you got hope, like y'all gonna be good, man. Y'all still got Dak Prescott. He gonna run the draw.
Stop
like you know
Dak,
what I'm saying.
Dak got nothing to do with this. Take Dak out your mouth. All right.
You go ahead, talk about the coach. Hey, you check out of that. You check out of that. You don't run no draw and you ain't got no timeouts, bro.
He don't call the plays.
You check out of hey, we ain't gonna do that, man.
He light skinned. He don't check out of nothing.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
Hey, go ahead, Keo. You got that.
I could have sworn we're talking about the schedule.
I did. I spoke about
we are.
All right, whatever. All right. This is the actual topic, the pros and cons behind the NFL schedule. I think the pro is not just because from the I'm in NFC East, but the pro behind it is each NFC East team got 9 home games. They will be playing 9 home games this year. Also, the con I also have behind this is they got 3 games in Christmas. I don't like the 3 games in Christmas because as long as I've been a sports fan, I've just always been used to watching the NBA on Christmas. So now they're making me pick and choose between the NFL and the NBA. I honestly think the NFL is gonna smoke the NBA in the ratings because everybody loves football, fantasy football. So I think that's the thing behind it. I think the con behind it, I don't like the doubleheader matchups for Monday Night Football. I'm just not too excited about those matchups when it comes to Monday Night Football. So yeah, and I think the another con behind it is I think the two teams that most people I said most people, I'm not saying all people, most people that do have possibly being Super Bowl contenders is the Rams and the Chiefs. From what I've looked at from the strength of schedule, they got the two toughest schedules in the NFL, as far as these new schedules that do come out. Um, Surprisingly, the Giants are one of the teams that they say that they do have an easy schedule, but it's the New York Giants, man. So I don't see nothing easy when it comes to the New York Giants, as long as you have Daniel Jones, the quarterback over there. Um, and then the good thing about it is, another con behind it is Thursday night football is gonna be on Amazon Prime. So people's gonna have to find a way to get some Amazon Prime. I'm more about the NFL Network. Um, and yeah, and then and yeah, and that's what I see so far. I think the pro behind it is I like the matchup that they're kicking off this NFL season, the first matchup on Thursday night football. So I definitely like that. So I think that's my view when it comes to this year's NFL schedule.
I got a question for y'all. Who didn't make the playoffs last year that's gonna make the playoffs this year?
Chargers.
I agree.
Chargers.
That's a pretty good pick right there, too, though.
Yeah, Chargers.
Who you got, Keo?
Man, I'm going with the Cleveland Browns, man.
Wow.
With Deshaun Watson,
hey.
baby. Let's go,
That's a
baby.
Oh, I forgot about that. That is pretty different.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
still the Browns. I wouldn't put money on it.
They're gonna have to hold up till he
The
come off his
the
suspension
reason
or whatever.
the reason why I think the Browns, as I think Deshaun Watson, he's still one of the top quarterbacks in the game. I would put him. Some people will say he's top six, top seven, maybe eight, around that range. I think he's still a solid quarterback. He's still young, and I think he could hang with the best of them. Even when he was in his last season with the Houston Texans, he was putting up ridiculous numbers despite how bad the team was doing. Um, and I think he will make the best of it. And then you got the defensive behind them. You got guys like Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt over there. The only thing I'm worried about is the wide receiver situation, but I think he can make the best of it. And as far as that division goes, I'm not too confident with that division, man, because Lamar Jackson hasn't been great. I know he went through some injuries, and then you trading away Hollywood Brown. You look at the Cincinnati Bengals. I think the Cincinnati Bengals, they're gonna take a back seat this year. I think everybody's on that Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase hype. You heard of sophomore slump? Well, welcome to it, Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow. We're gonna
Stop.
see that. Hold on, I'm talking right now. You asked me the question, so I'm gonna answer it. And then as far as the Pittsburgh Steelers, Tomlin finally don't get he don't have Ben Roethlisberger no more, so he's gonna get used to a new quarterback. Uh, Pray to God it's not Mitchell Trubisky, because he's actually on the roster right now. So I think the Browns have a great chance, man. I think this team could make some noise. We've been saying the Chargers for the last couple years. We've been talking about Mike Williams when he's gonna show up. Finally did, but but I think if there's a team in that division that's gonna make the play, I think the team that's gonna make in the division that's gonna make the playoffs is gonna be the Denver Broncos, man. I think Russell Wilson brings a different type of dynamic to that team, man. And you got young wide receivers over there, guys like Jerry Judy, Cortland Sutton, and I think these teams could possibly make it to the playoffs.
Don't do that, Keo. Don't do
Hey,
that.
hey,
You
shout
asked
out
me don't
X,
do that, but I
man.
just did.
Man, shout out X, man. You was hating on the Niners hard, man.
Hey,
I ain't forgot it.
I'm
I've been thinking about that since you said that.
Hey, I'm about to hate on the Broncos. The Broncos, everybody's picking them to go to the playoffs. They will be trash.
Damn.
They'll have a better record than the Chargers.
They'll finish fourth in their division.
No,
The Redskins, the Commanders got a better chance than the Broncos.
I agree. Agree.
Yeah, right. Please. Yeah, right. You only saying that because you pick them to win the division last year?
Y'all might laugh.
Who?
I got the Commanders winning the division this year.
Yeah, right.
Why would you want to lose your money? You want to put some money on it? Money? You want to put some money, X?
Nah,
X?
hey. You wildin', X. That's crazy.
Put some money, X.
Hey, I'm putting my list together, and for everybody out there, the Nbs quarterback list is coming soon. I'm gonna get with Keo. We're gonna get the quarterbacks popping for the 2022 season.
Hey, I'm not shouting out the Commanders. That's a wild name. That shit wow.
Hey, yo.
That's crazy. I'm not shouting them
I
out.
think he's back.
Yeah. Oh wow. Okay. All right. Okay. That wraps up our show for tonight. Let's go to our shout outs.
Hey, quick question before we wrap up. One more thing. The Magic got the number 1 pick in the draft. Who y'all taking with the number 1 overall pick? Oh, I put him on the spot.
Well, the draft class is not like it's not.
You got the top 2 names is pretty much Paolo or Chet Holmgren from Gonzaga, or Apollo from Duke. Who y'all
I haven't
going
been
with?
too tuned into
I'm
it, man.
going with
No
dude from
standout
Duke.
crazy stars like that, so I haven't been like focused in to see who else besides those 2 got action. So I ain't really been tuned in enough.
Chat gonna need an IV after her again. He too low.
Wow.
He too low.
Number 1 if you Orlando.
I would trade my number 1 pick if I was if I was the Orlando Magic because I look at Holmgren and Banchero, if I pronounce it right. They don't seem like first round pick to me, man. They don't jump.
Nice.
They don't jump off. They don't make me, jump off the screen, man. I would trade my first round pick.
Be a superstar.
Yeah, right.
Hey, remember I said that.
Gonzaga, really?
Hey.
Adam Morrison, here we go.
I hear you. I hear you.
Adam Morrison.
That's wild.
That was funny.
I've been pretty accurate when it comes to NBA talent. I said Luka was going to be a superstar. I said Giannis was going to be a superstar. Before it ever happened, Chet Holmgren should be the number 1 pick. And I'm a Duke fan.
Hold on.
Yeah, you act like that was a bold pick, X. That wasn't bold.
Hold on. You, X, I've known you for a while, and you would echo players way ahead of time. I've never seen you echoed about Chet Holmgren. Are you kidding me? Come on now, man. This is the first time I'm hearing it.
Hey, me and you haven't spoke about college basketball in a while.
Yeah.
Chet Holmgren is gonna be he should be the number 1 overall pick, and he will be a multiple-time All-Star.
Wow.
Now that's cool, but that's not the same as superstar X.
He will
be
superstar. He will be Porzingis.
So he'll be a Giannis.
He will be Porzingis.
Wow.
Something like that, right?
That's actually not a bad comparison, though.
He will be Porzingis. Porzingis ain't like that. He been traded like 3 times,
You right. Hey, but I think Chet different, bro.
Well, he needs some creatine, bro.
Hey, I hear you. That sounds good. Hey, I'm telling the boy can play.
If he go to New Orleans, he'll be all right.
Talk is there. Let's go.
Yeah. You know what guy was a top pick last year also, but he didn't do any damage. Some guy named Jalen Suggs. Huh? And then we were over. Yeah, exactly. Bumpy Bar. Look at Bumpy Bar said who? No impact at all.
I didn't say he was a superstar. I never said that.
Yeah, he. This is Adam Morrison all over again.
Oh God.
Ben
And
Chandler
that's
Corey,
the
be
shady
Tatum.
comparison. That's shady. Adam
Kiss,
Morrison.
Corey Kispert. Here we go.
Oh,
Yo,
wow. Okay, hey, I want you to keep all this tape that y'all
Yo.
say. Remember this. Remember this night. So y'all say he's trash.
I ain't say he trash,
He's a
man.
bust, man. He's a bust waiting
I don't
for
know
that
about
happen, man.
superstar. That's all. Superstar is that's a
This
big
guy-
bold
He
prediction.
needs some
X. That's
carbs.
bold.
He needs some carbs. He need to eat
He'll
some
be
carbs.
at least as good as Chris Bosh. And Chris Bosh is a Hall of Famer. We're not going to do that. At least as good as Chris Bosh.
No, because you're comparing him to Chris Bosh.
Hell
Really?
yeah.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That ain't. that
Haven't
ain't-
even stepped on the NBA court, and you got the nerve and audacity to.
We gonna see.
Yeah, you just like to make an argument.
Hey, shout out to the guys, shout out to the fellas, shout out to y'all that tuned in. If you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel. I put these three guys in check every week on the Nbs show. The Niners some trash, the Cowboys some trash, and who that baby? Let's
So
go.
is LSU.
All right, man. Let's go. Let's go to our shout outs really quick. Go
That
ahead.
was my shout outs.
Go ahead, Bumpy.
Man, I ain't got nothing but a shout out to y'all. And I got shout out to Kendrick Lamar for having the best album
Let's
out
go
right now.
Let's go.
Taking the charts, best impact, all the value, better than
Let's
every
go.
rapper in your backyard, Q. Every rapper and you, okay? You have no chance. Keo, you guys are haters, and I didn't want to do this, but you guys are haters. And he came out, he made y'all look crazy. Y'all look crazy right now. Y'all
Hey.
look crazy.
Hey, shout out Kendrick, man. I like the album. I ain't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna do that. I like the Kendrick album. Man, shout out Bumpy, shout out Keo, shout out the Sports Junkie. He a hater though. The Sports Junkie a hater, man. He hate on the 49ers. He hated on my fantasy league last year. He said I wasn't gonna be good in fantasy. And you know what I'm saying? I did what I did. So you know what I'm saying? Hey, all his predictions ain't right. You know what I'm saying, out there in YouTube,
Who picked the Rams to win the
Facebook
Super
out
Bowl?
there. I don't
Oh,
remember
that wasn't
that. I
bold.
don't remember
That's
that.
not bold.
I don't remember you picking the Rams.
Before the season.
I don't
Before
remember
the
that.
season.
I don't remember that.
Hey, X, your picks, you keep trying to get credit for picks that are not bold, okay?
I
The Rams pick was not bold.
Come
That
on,
last
my
NBA pick, that wasn't bold, okay? Just because you
Right.
picked that's not bold, X. You got to be
Right.
bold.
Right. X
You
be
picking
picking
obvious
that.
Hey,
He be like, you in the
you picked
NFC
Rams?
Championship, so I'm gonna pick you the next year, like
Hey,
type
Q,
shit.
you picked the Rams?
Hey, they was in the AFC,
Man,
Johnny.
can we get to our damn shout outs? Go ahead. Go ahead,
I
Q.
finished my shit.
All right. I was like, dude, we can't stay on topic tonight, man.
Man,
All
do your
right.
shout out.
It's late.
All right. Okay. Like I said, shout outs, man. Shout out to X, shout out to Q, shout out to Bumpy once again. Shout out to the whole NBS team. Make sure you go tune into NBA. Let's talk about it tomorrow. The girls will be holding it down tomorrow on the show tomorrow. We'll be dropping some exclusive this week, man, from the events that happened this past weekend, and we're gonna be doing some promo behind some media promo behind for the GTX event, Ultimate Madness. We'll have some of the battle rappers show up on here and talk about their battles coming up, and Ultimate Madness we got coming up, man. I'm not gonna say that person's name, man, but there's an individual on the NBS brand saying that Geechee and Rum Nitty won't even make it to the finals. I'm not gonna say who, but somebody on this show said that, and I'm not gonna say your
Bond's
name.
gonna win that thing. I'm gonna tell you.
Let's go.
What?
Let's go.
It's the landlord style. What we talking about?
Hey, he's showing recently, very recent, he's shown 2 week, 1 week prep for him is not that good. He's very stumbly.
Hey, I got five.
Very stumbly.
Broken stuff.
Very stumbly.
Hey, Fonz, shout out to my dog, man. I'm gonna check out the interview with me, him, and Easy, man. I got Fonz winning Ultimate Madness 5. What up, Fonz?
Geechee Rum or real name. That's it.
Hey, shout out Shout out Stumble.
Man, let's end the show, man. I can't believe that you just said that.
That's
See you
it.
guys.
We out of here.
See you guys next time. Bye.